Greetings and salutations, beautiful, beautiful people. I hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you are on this beautiful yet hijacked and chaotic planet at the moment. So I would like to update you with day 11 of the current juice cleanse. Finally, I found the right words. Thanks to my man Eli on the Freeman Society. It's a juice cleanse. I think that's the most proper thing to say. The juice cleanse that I'm on. Another good term is juice feast. Now, you're gonna see me always put the juice fast in the title because it gets views, because it gets picked up by the algorithm, okay? So, day 11 of my juice cleanse. And I like this term also because, in truth, I haven't been 100% on just juices, okay? Despite the fact that I strain my juices. I've got a strainer here, you see, to get as much of the fiber out as possible. However, I did engage in, I want to call it solid foods, but it's really funny. I'm actually going to demonstrate to you. So I haven't been every single day. I haven't just been like strictly juices, right? And I'm gonna give you an example here of some of the things, some of the shenanigans that I've engaged myself in. So you see this little thing here, it's a tomato paste. It's very natural, very limited ingredients. It's got tomato paste, organic, okay? It's got this herb, albahaca, and olive oil, and I believe either onion or garlic or both, maybe, okay? So sometimes, so it's day 11, right? Sometimes I feel like I'm going a little crazy. Like I want something savory, something like, you know, like a different type of taste, right? So this is what I do. I get a spoon and I get this thing here, okay? And I think I've done this, you know, out of the 11 days, maybe I've done this maybe like 5 of the days, right? And I'll put this spoon in like this. I haven't done this today, so I guess I'm doing it on camera. Like this, you see? See that? Right there? Maybe sometimes a little bit more. Okay, like this. All right? And that's it. And that's my solid meal for the day. Okay? And I actually think that's been helpful because it does really just, in a way, in a bizarre way, fulfill that crazy taste, you know, desire that I have. Really, it does. Like I've just had it like, okay, all right. So in truth, the best way to describe this would be a juice cleanse because it hasn't been 100% juice, okay? There has been incidents where I'm just having exactly what you just saw, okay? So a couple of times I've grabbed a nut here. So we've got, what do we got here? Walnuts. Yeah, Brazil nuts, really good. And I'm not gonna do this now, I don't feel like it, but see, it's one nut. I'll eat like 1/3 of it and I'll throw the rest back into nature, okay? So I'm doing these things. I actually find them quite helpful because sometimes I'm just going crazy. Like I want something that tastes like nutty taste, you know, or, you know, like this tomato paste thing that's got all the natural ingredients, like nothing added to it, it's homemade, right? So I do these kinds of things, okay? So juice cleanse is the best term, but you're gonna see the juice fast in the title as well because it's for the algorithm. So I just wanted to put that out there. I want to be 100% honest here. Juice cleanse does absolve me of this dilemma because it's a juice cleanse, right? It's not a, you know, it's a juice cleanse, so it's not 100%, so it's okay. But for the most part, 99% of what I've been consuming the last 11 days have been strict raw juices with a strainer. I strain as much of the fiber out as possible. So that being said, we put that out there, okay? So it's been quite rough, honestly. It's been rough. I've been sleeping a lot, man. I can't get enough sleep. I can't get enough sleep. I just can't get enough sleep. I sleep 9, 10 hours. I wake up and I just want to continue to sleep for the rest of the day. So the first 4, 5 days, I had flu-like symptoms. Not like a flu, not like a full-blown flu, but flu-like symptoms. Sinuses got clogged, and I even had like, that feeling here of like thirst when you got a flu or something. It's like a low-grade flu, I would say, for the first 4 days. A low-grade flu, not a full-blown flu, but a low-grade flu. So nose clogged, constantly runny, and yeah, pasty and thirsty, and it didn't matter how much I drank. I got that feeling here like I can drink a whole river and still be thirsty, kind of thing, which is all of it is detox symptoms. When you're constantly thirsty, your body is in a intensified state of detox. So when you get sick, when you have a flu, when you have a fever, you're really thirsty and you're just drinking all the time because your body is in an intensified state of detoxification because you've abused it, and at some point it says enough is enough, I gotta release these toxins. Whereas when you go on a juice cleanse, when you go on a water fast, a dry fast, some kind of a cleansing protocol of any sort, you're doing it deliberately. You're, like the best cure is prevention. It's true. The best way to cure something is to prevent it. So what we're doing with these cleansing protocols is we're preventing disease, we're preventing the flu, we're preventing illness, we're preventing this feeling of chronic dehydration or your constant thirst is just an intensified detoxification. So I've experienced a lot of that in the first 4 or 5 days, and I was constantly coughing out mucus. All right, and I'm still, wait, there we go. All right, I'm still coughing up mucus. Okay, so day 11, I haven't got to that point where I feel energetic, where I feel like I wanna go for long walks and blah blah blah, because in truth I've been needing lots of rest. So in the meantime, the way I'm spending my time for the most part is I just chill in my cabin, and I drink 3 to 4 liters of juice a day. So I haven't yet been able to reduce it further because my body's not at that point yet where it's requiring less. It's actually requiring more. I'm still pretty much, I've gotten past those first 4 or 5 days of the flu-like symptoms, but still I'm pretty much thirsty. I am tired. I just want to rest. I just want to chill in bed. And I've been taking this time to research about the current events, what's happening. I've got a lot to share with you guys in the upcoming videos. I've been digging down the flat earth rabbit hole, and I'm here to tell you the earth is indeed not a spinning ball. Okay, let's just say that. If you're interested to get some information on that, go on my Instagram and shoot me a DM. But I'm telling you right now, this is not a spinning ball. So anyway, I've been using this time, these last 11 days, to just go down the rabbit holes, all the different rabbit holes, okay? And of course, I've been studying more and more so human health and human nutrition and all that kind of stuff. As I am partaking on this journey, I intend, once I break this juice cleansing period, I intend to stay 95%, anywhere between 95 to 99 or 100% raw on raw living foods. And of course, that's for me all stepping stones toward the inedia state, the state of non-neediness. But one must first be living in a clean vessel, using these raw living foods to accomplish this, and to be as a tool, as a helper, to get back to the natural state, the state of inedia. Okay, so these are all stepping stones, and I'm gonna take my sweet time with them. So so far 11 days, and I have not experienced, some people say they start to experience less sleep. I haven't experienced that, man. It's never enough time to sleep. Okay, I sleep like 9-10 hours on average every night, and I wake up and I'm like, man, I want to sleep another 10 hours. You know, I woke up today, I like slept 9.5 hours, and I woke up, I'm like, oh my god, I just want to sleep more, but I can't sleep because once it's morning time, I hear the birds and everything, and I just can't go back to sleep. So I just get up and instead meditated. So, um, so yeah. What else? Bowel movements. I've been having them every day. They happen naturally, and they come in liquidy style, and I use enemas as well. Okay, so whenever, pretty much since about day 4 or something like that, it's been just liquidy bowel movements. People say later on some of their bowel movements turn more into solid. I haven't experienced that yet, which is basically old stuff, right? Yeah, it feels nice to be light, I'll tell you that though. It feels really nice to be light here in the stomach, in the intestines, right? So I feel nice and light there. And I would say that's so far the best feeling in this cleansing, in this juice cleansing period. Because like I said, energy wise, I don't feel so good. Sleep wise, I want to sleep for eternity. Okay, that's all fine. That's all detoxification symptoms. I've noticed also around 6 p.m. I'm living right in the middle of nature. My body is very connected with the natural cycles, the circadian rhythm. Right around 6 p.m. it doesn't fail. As soon as it starts to get dark, I could just feel like my body goes into like this even more intensified detoxification state because it's nighttime. There's, the body likes to detoxify itself at nighttime. And then, throughout the day, like right now, my nasal pathways are nice and open and I can breathe clean air and there's less mucus in here. Like I said, the first 4 or 5 days were brutal. I was having like a low grade flu-like symptoms or low grade flu. But now during the day, I'm pretty nice and clear here. But around 6 p.m. my body goes into like a more intensified detox, and I can feel my sinuses get inflamed, and my nose starts to get more clogged, and my throat starts to get more like pasty, or kind of like get that thirsting, and my body and like I've been sleeping so early because my body's like, all right, time to go to sleep again. I've been sleeping so early, like 8, 9, 10 is my latest, my absolute latest. I go to sleep at 10. So yeah, I'm just kind of going through the motions, educating myself on all these other things that are happening in the world until sort of that initial ugly state of detox, which has been slowly getting better until, I feel better, more energy, and I also need less sleep, which I'm not at that stage yet. And I'm not surprised because I've been eating I've been eating pretty much junk food, vegan foods for the last year. All right, with periods of maybe 2, 3, 4 days on, let's say, juices to clean out the intestines because they get so clogged up, but not enough to detox. And I go right back in salty foods, chips, potato chips, just junk stuff. So I'm not surprised that I'm experiencing these initial detoxification states. And if you have been, let's say, on a raw living food diet, nutrition for the last year or 2 years, I don't think you'll experience those types of cleansing reactions if you go on a juice cleanse. Okay, so it really depends especially the first couple of weeks. It depends what you've been doing the last year or 2 years. So I'm not surprised one bit. Is there anything else I wanted to discuss? Yeah, so as I said, I've been drinking 3 to 4 liters a day, mostly oranges, right? Look how many oranges I got there. Mostly oranges. I feel like there's one more thing I wanted to talk about before. So we covered the bowel movements. We covered sleep. We covered energy levels. We covered the flu-like symptoms, the reactions. Man, there's one more thing I want to cover. One more thing. So the length of this juice cleanse, I said initially I wanted to be 90 days. Now I'm just leaving it open. I'm leaving it open with a absolute minimum 30 days. Okay, that's an absolute minimum. That's not a question here. Okay, that is not a question. Oh yes, and another thing. So I'm thinking to incorporate maybe once a week Let me show you guys something here. Once a week, perhaps. So I talked about these before. I made a video on them. Dragon fruits. Okay. Now these these are really expensive. Maybe most of you guys who have seen this, unless you've been to the tropics, you probably never tried this. Or if you have, maybe it was once or twice. Because in the Western world, in Canada, America, Europe, these are very expensive. Dragon fruits, papaya. These are really expensive. They're like $5, $6, $7. But here you get it for 50 cents. Okay? Now, I am a firm believer, and this, by the way, it's getting old. Usually, it looks nicer on the outside. It's my belief that nature gave us this as a laxative. Okay, why do I say that? This, I mean, you eat 1, 2 of these. Don't go anywhere outside your house. Okay, especially if you eat 2 of them. All right, don't go anywhere outside your house. You're gonna be on the shitter for the next few hours. Okay, these are powerful laxatives. It's the seeds in them. They have black seeds. I think particularly the yellow ones. There's also the pink ones, and there's the yellow ones. I don't know if the pink ones have the same strong laxative effects, but the yellow ones do. And so, why do I say nature gave us this as a laxative medicine? Because I mean, you can sit down and eat 5 to 10 bananas in one go, okay? And call that a meal, and then, you know, it goes through your digestive system. If your body's clean, your digestive system's been cleaned, you'll get it out of you within 20 hours, let's say, okay? And it's fine, it's cool, your body uses some of the energy in there, and the fiber moves through, and it's all good. You can't eat 5 of those, okay? If you do, oh man, I wish you the best of luck. And that's why I really believe that nature didn't give us this for any reason other than a nice sweet treat as a laxative also, okay? So a nice tasting laxative medicine, let's say. All right? This is not for energy, this is not for calories, in my opinion, okay? It's not for energy, it's not for calories, it's a sweet laxative medicine. It's a delicious tasting laxative medicine. Even one could be enough. And I think in my case, one would be enough because my intestines are, you know, are relatively empty now. So I'm thinking I might, maybe in a few days. I haven't decided yet if I want to, but thank God I'm calling this a juice cleanse. So you know, I think of this like taking psyllium husk. All right, people take bentonite clay and psyllium husk on their juice cleanses, and I see this as no different. This is a laxative medicine from nature. Again, like I said, this is not something like you could sit down and eat 5 mangoes at a time. You could even eat mangoes all day. You could eat 10 mangoes a day, 15 mangoes a day. It's just, you know, it goes through in like regular food does. You can't eat even like 2 is like a lot. Okay, you cannot eat 10 to 20 of these a day like you would do with mangoes or oranges. I juice 15 oranges, medium-sized oranges, for like a liter of oranges. Okay, orange juice. These are medicines, so I might incorporate them. I don't know yet. Certainly not today. I'm not thinking about it today. Neither, you know, tomorrow. Maybe in a few days. I haven't decided yet. Maybe once a week. If I will incorporate them one time for sure, and see, because some things, even though I am drinking all this juice and I am doing enemas on a daily basis, but I still feel like some things, this relaxes your bowels completely. So I'm sure if I eat like 2 of these, I'm gonna have nice emptying. So I think it's actually a good idea now that I'm talking about it here and discussing it. I think it's a good idea, but certainly not today. I'm not ready. I have to be psychologically prepared to eat a couple of these first. Okay, plus I'm leaving my house right now. I have to stay at home. Okay, so I think, you know, maybe I'm the first person to talk about maybe utilizing these on a juice cleansing protocol. Okay, I just because think it's not available for most people who partake these things, live in the Western world, in the northern hemisphere. Usually these things are too expensive, they're not available. This is really nature's laxative medicine, and it's delicious. Okay, so yeah, just thought I'd share this with you guys. And all right, that's about it. Okay, so I will continue to update you as I feel the force calls me to do. I love you guys. If you would like to support this channel financially, right, you could do so down below in the description. I've got links. You could become a Patreon, or you could do one-time donations on PayPal with a minimum of $1 million. But we also take like 10 cents donations, okay? Can't be too greedy here, right? What's the difference between a million and 10 cents, right? Just a few zeros, right? So anything from your sweet, delicious, kind hearts appreciated. And I also do one-on-one consultations if you're interested. The link's down below. And until next time, may the force be with you.